Hello guys, JustHitSquare here. I just made recently a video about the DZ to DZ or not to DZ. In other words, explaining my thoughts on the DZ. Now I'm going to tell you my thoughts on the open world, the PvE aspect of this game. Um, as you can tell, DZ is kind of a straightforward thing. More of a farming technique in there. And people's going to argue with you, okay, you can get more in there than you can out here by the minute. And yes, it's true. You can go in there and farm and get a lot more quicker than you can out here. But the risk of doing so is what raises it to where it doesn't pan out to what you can do out here. At least out here, when you get stuff, you don't get it taken away from you. Okay? And don't let anybody tell you that in there you get better stuff than you can out here. Because I've gotten better stuff than I've gotten in there at times, and I've gotten better stuff in there than I have out here. So that's the thing. It's RNGesus, and it works on both ends. Even though they implemented the DZ to be the in-game material. Now in 1.6, which I didn't touch on, and I'm not going to do a lot about 1.6, I'll let you guys figure that out for yourself if you want to watch somebody else that does cover that. I cover the here and now, not the then and there. Alright? Right up here, you're going to have a DZ 7, 8, and 9. It's going to extend in this vicinity up in here where I'm running over. Okay? Now, that's PC players has done the PTS. They've actually got that done and everything. But enough about the DZ because this isn't about the DZ. This is about the PvE players. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what is the best way, the fastest way to get loot per minute in a ratio for my time? It is, without doubt, the boss run. I run the boss run 1 to 5 times each day. Okay? That is my thing. That is what I do. I also farm in Madison Hospital, and I do Lexington event a lot. So I'm trying to get those two specific items. I've already got them several times, but I'm just keep trying to get them in better roles. We'll talk more about gear in another video, about your exotics, why they stand out, why you should get them. So it'll be a pretty good part series, probably 10 to 15 part series based upon your named items, and I will bunch up items and at the same time and talk about them. That way you can get a good verification on, are these for me or are these not? Do I need to farm them? Alright, so here on the outside you have quite a bit of things to do. You have your safe houses. You have 15 altogether, including the post office. So you have quite a bit of them to run around if that's all you want to do. I have some people that I know that doesn't do the DZ, so they don't have the funds, so they don't even go in and worry about the DZ vendors. They just want out here. Now, as you can tell over here, you actually have quite a bit of things. You know, if you look, you have your daily assignments all the time, every day. You have your weekly assignments, which I recommend keeping your weekly caches if you can. Therefore, you'll understand once 1.6 get here. You got your survival, which you can do PvE or PvP, and you got underground that's PvE, and plus your daily missions and your incursions. Now, any of these incursions could be done 20 minutes or less if you have a good team. Probably even less than that, big time. And you get quite an amount of loot out of these. But for the bang for your buck, as quoted by many people, the boss run is your best way, time consuming, and all of it put together in one ball is the best way to get the loot. For your buck, bang for your buck and time, it's the best way. You're guaranteed 30 items plus whatever you pick up off of regular enemies on your boss run. And it takes you maybe 30 minutes. It's a really good way to get loot. That's why I do it. And of course, you have all your story missions. You can do on hard. You can do on challenge on some of them and all these things. So, look, outside is a very good place to be. This is why I do a lot of PvE, because I know how to do it very well. I do know the DZ very well, but the PvE is my bread and butter. Now, a lot more people do like the DZ, as you can just tell. You can look across YouTube and you can see that people prefer the DZ over the outside world. Okay? I guess it gives them that rush. But for me, out here, this is my bread and butter. This is what I like to do and enjoy doing. So now, as far as making it better, well, they could extend it. They're extending the DZ. It took them 3 DLCs. Now this third DLC actually is extending it. Why can you not extend the outside world map? Make it better. To me, the DLCs for this game is just not lived up to like anything. The season pass is not really lived up to what these other games that's been out that's offered. They usually extend the story and do a lot more. But with the Division, they're not doing it. They're just giving you different modes. Okay. But guys, that's my take on the PvE aspect. And I really do enjoy out here running around, but it's not for everybody, because a lot of people wants to go into the DZ and do the things that they want to do in there. So the way I look at it is, do what you love in this game. You can do it all, or you can do stand and do one thing over and over and over. It doesn't matter if somebody else liked it. It's what you like to do in this game. So with that said, you guys have a great day. This has been Just Hit Square. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day. Goodbye.